this earlier. All right. All right. There's that. Now, turn on some music. I don't know. I want you to focus on this guy. Not the other one first. This guy right here. Focus, you fuck. Get in there. Yeah, I'm working on it. How's it going, Zale? Trying to make it do its gerb. There it goes. All right. Ability to do it. Oh, no. We're going to put some music on. Go with some dark synths today, the 80s guy. All right. I think we're ready. Let's actually get to painting now. Enough promo crap. Really need to set all that on automatic. Need bots. That's what I need. Better bots. So we're gonna work more on these guys. This is the official GW model, which among the last new minis from G-Dubs I'm buying for a little while. Oh, stop, bot. Imagine that being that thing and thinking you're important. Alright, so. Alright, we're going to put all these brushes back over here, away from the camera. Yeah, he is total crab ass. He is total crab ass. Alright. Better than I was yesterday. That is for sure. Actually, feel vaguely human today, so. We all know I'm not, but, it's all about that feel. I think I needed a bunch of water to make this paint work. You would think at some point, guys, I would just get one brand of paint and stick with it. Mine's all up here. It's all up here. Mine is just all in the sinuses. All right. So this big bastard. All right. Feel like I need more paint for watering that paint. Let me dowl. There you go. 2 more drops. That should be enough. Oh, that looks better. That looks way better. Same brand I used the last time I did Tau, but I normally bounce between like 4 brands of paint now. Oh, fuck that. Alright. Let's just do it that way. But, yeah, I bounce between like 4 different brands, even like on sometimes even on the same model. And they all require different amounts of water to get the right consistency. But I think I've got this brand figured out now. So, yeah. it's really like richly dark yellow. I really like it. Um, very rich. It's probably been my favorite yellow to work with. These four yellows I've got. You're still watching the Christian stuff? Oh, you poor soul. Um, yeah, I that has been a saga, and I always knew it would end bad, but I didn't know it would end that bad. I mean, technically the saga's not over yet, right? I shouldn't be saying that it's done, but that is a train wreck of train wrecks right there, guys. Um, you guys are interested in watching train wrecks? Yeah, if it didn't, this could be what he's doing to just get away from everybody finally. Like he might just be trying to get away at this point and just wants away, and this is really the only way he can think of. Do something so awful that all of his curators and chroniclers are just like, dude, no, we're done. Um, just say you've done it. It's the only other like for me, like it's either like the one guy pointed out, his delusion has progressed that far that he can't genuinely tell when he's really done something or not now, or the guy is just trying to get out. I could see that. I could totally see that as a possible. Just trying to get the fuck out, on away from everybody. But there's not much in the way of possibility there. I don't follow it near as close as the people that actually watch it, but that's my 2 cents. If it didn't happen, it's one of two things: either he's gone completely batshit, which not exactly a stretch, or he's this is his escape to try to get out from the internet. It's washable eye. Um, which case I don't know why you wouldn't just withdraw all your bank accounts and get the fuck out of Dodge, but whatever. Um, like I said, I'm also not a licensed professional either by any stretch. But if I were trying to fucking get away, make people revolted, run off, pop up on a desert island somewhere. Sorry about that, guys. I know the camera's out of focus because I had to put my hand in the way of it, but yeah, this yellow is just a joy. Um, I absolutely enjoy working with this shade. It's so pretty. You want a tropical island, the diseases are more interesting. I mean, there is that. You could do that too. You could go to Costa Rica or something. Why Costa Rica is always the one I pick? It's because it's the least expected. Damn it! Everyone always wants to run to the Bahamas. I say Costa Rica. You're gonna do it right, right? camera autofocus in. Focus, you fuck. I know you got it in you. No, you got it in you. Come on, camera. Damn, son. It's right there. The Mini is right there. Focus on that. Stay on that. There you go. But, yeah, it's now at that stage where even I can't look away from it, like, because I'm not that big on the interest of that Christian anyway. They're a great model. Like, they have some problems on the assembly side, because it's definitely an older, pre-GW realizing they do in fact have competition model still. It's got its issues, but man, does the finished product look so badass. And I still say a broadside is a good solution to a Space Hulk. I will maintain that. A Tau Space Hulk kill team probably would, break out one of these whenever they, confirm the presence of Tyrannid. Just start blasting holes in the ship. Start sucking them out to space and shit. I could totally see it. Totally see it. Yeah, these guys are a lot of fun. Like, yeah. Yeah, having a missile fist, there's just something so raw about that. You just straight out like, I've got missile fist. I saved my missile fist because I'm going to probably do something with them on another broadside someday. When I get magic number 5, I have a plan. Yeah, I got, I might have taken off on the stream, but I did do some D&D reading yesterday, and pretty much, Hex Blood is definitely going to be what I picked for that witch that I'm going to play. Theoretically, I'm going to try to shoot for us doing like some kind of one-shot, I think, next Sunday, the 3 of us. We're going to try to do a one-shot, I think. Just kind of get the rust off, get everybody back up to speed. Probably nothing too fancy. So I'm gonna try to get us to do a thing next Sunday. That is my current plan, providing I don't get sick, no house explodes, no fire. I realize there's a lot of qualifiers there. It's kind of how things have been lately. Again. We made it through 2020. Why is it still shit? But yeah, I'm thinking it's time. Probably gonna do like a warm-up dungeon, just kind of, you guys kind of pick a couple of characters that you kind of want to fool around with, and then if we like what we got out of that session well enough, we'll lead into my idea with the Uber Lich later on, or I will just inflict Strahd on y'all. It's always terrible. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Why is it all shit? It always has been, Billy. No! Um, it does sound like our lives, summed up in a nutshell. This thing needs a little bit more goopy goop. Wrap that in there. Just to re-thicken that paint up a little bit. It does last a fair bit. Vamp Daddy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that being a thing. Ravenloft is like one of my favorite D&D things of all time, so I always gravitate towards it as a default that I want to throw at people. And I'm legitimately curious to see how everyone kind of, handles Vamp Daddy. Damn, he turned out good fast. Well, I guess we can start on number 2 while we wait on this. That way I can figure out exactly what we're doing. It's a really fun paint color. It really is. I really have just enjoyed doing the yellows on these guys. Bright Hammer is so much cooler than Emo Hammer. Oh, what'd you paint your Space Marines? Oh, I shot them black and then put some, gold edging on them. Also, you can tell I'm not exactly sweating the precision of the detail work, because there's going to be a couple of other colors going on the railguns. Get your bold out of the way, I say. Oh, thank God the air conditioner's finally on. I know I'm not feverish, but God, is it humid. So humid. Glittery purple and brassy bronze. That's going to be beautiful, dude. I am on board this 100%. I like this plan. Go for it, man. And I got a couple of dark painted armies too. Like my Necrons, they're more paint by numbers. But so are my Guard. And my Space Marines red didn't turn out as vibrant as I wanted. But I want super bright for Tau. Focus, you fuck. There you go. There you go, boy. It's everything you wanted. Nice. I'm telling you, man, bright hammer's always the way to go. Like, don't. At least if you want it to stand out and be yours, bright hammer is always an option. I mean, G Dubs right now is on a Tau must be just primer white, and I'm like that kind of is cheating. Um, nice. That's gonna be fun. You're gonna enjoy that a lot. Get some dollops of water in there. That was way too much paint. But I also have Fire Warriors that we can work on, so not the end of the world. Yeah. These guys are going to be pretty much white or yellow, white, and black for the most part. Um, and I'll get the white in there once all the yellows are done. Like I'm going to make sure that I do all the army the stages I want to do it in first. So once these broadsides are done, we'll start working on the white for the next stage. Start with the whites. Just get that really nice contrast going. Just get it out of the way. Yeah, Tau are fun. These guys are great. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the support systems at some point. For giggles, I might just put the plasma rifles on the other side just for that real heavy firepower kind of look where it's like, yeah, fuck that guy in particular. Bring out the broadside. I cut my hair and shit too. This is getting ridiculous. Probably lower my body temperature a whole 2 degrees if I just cut the shit. I don't blame you. Well, that'd be cool. Because fuck that guy in particular. That's why. That's why we have railguns. Does the shield system still do a 4+ invuln on the broadsides? I can't remember. That guy and everything behind him. Yeah. I love how it hasn't. It's. I bet the later versions of this camera have probably got a much better autofocus than this one does. Yeah, it used to be like the go-to option, and then they did the whole shield drone ablative body thing. And now, because of the shield drone's costs, it's actually better to do the ablative bodies with gun drones, because then at least you're shooting, and it gives you the same amount of durability. Um, Yeah, I'd like to see a return to the yeah, but the Riptide's got its own shield generator, right? It's got like that it's one of its suit abilities, I think, isn't it? The overcharge or whatever. Yeah, I'm planning on getting a Riptide at some point. Kickstarter. You'll send me updates for something I haven't that I've already bought and been done with now for like, over a year. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. That sounds about right to me. Goes. I'll take some of the brush marks off. I'm thinking we might actually work on some Fire Warriors here as well. They're assembled. They're primed. Okay. Let's take a look at Broadside number 1 again here. Make sure he's got his base layer of yellow on there. Well, there's some spots I missed. We'll go to work on those now. Ah. Yeah, I desperately want to grab a Riptide at some point. I'd love to get some XV9s uh, from Forge World, but that ain't gonna happen because one, the Fusion Cascade model isn't available anymore. Because G-Dubs decided that's just too good, and for another, I'm kind of leery about buying from G-Dubs right now. There we go. That's a beautiful shade of yellow. I really like that dark yellow. That just canary-ish kind of really works on this model. It's a nice looking model, and it seems almost mandatory to field. So it's like it's got like the qualities of both. They're like, oh yeah, we'll give you this model that isn't as bad as some of our other stuff, and gonna want this boy. And I'm like, I do want one. All right, focus camera, work on it, work it, baby. I think its little primitive brain is it'd be nice to have a better version of this camera. I bet it focuses so much faster than these do. Put him over here. That way it has to force the job. There it goes. Alright, so we got some fire warriors and we got some drones that we can work on. So let's get to working on our drones and our fire warriors. That yellow on there. Yeah, exactly. I kind of wish that they would stop pretending that the game is at all balanced in that sense. Because it kind of isn't. And I can't think of a time that I would say that, oh yeah, and that's total esports potential there. Never. Never. Kind of why I wish they'd relax their stance on conversions and stuff too. Everybody's, only half joking when they say they're waiting on the day, but they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna chemically test the paint on your Mini to make sure that it is in fact GW paint." Everyone's kind of waiting on that day. Obviously, mine are gonna flunk that because, I use paints that are usually a little bit better than GW. It's not terrible paint, mind you. It's not the worst paint out there. Oh God, no! They want you to use as much of their shit as possible. 95 Space Marine, yeah. 35 is the most interesting tourney. Yeah, yeah. You forgot the two sisters that sneak in there once in a while, but yeah. No, they actually really kind of like they kind of go out of their way to discourage it, like the paints even. These guys are not going to focus, so the gun drones are never going to get painted on screen. We're just accepting fate there, guys. Sorry. As you see, the fire warrior is already focused and zeroed in here, so sorry about that. I thought the gun drones would actually focus. So they might just remain white for the rest of their existence, aside from the two that I've painted, because I really only seem to paint with you guys around. Spoiler alert, there's good reason for that. Y'all keep me from rushing it. The water mix is way off now. It's way off. I need to add more goop. Yeah. In Vallejo, if you've got the shade, if you can find the shade that you're looking for in Vallejo, they're the ones I recommend. This stuff, this started because I needed yellows and I couldn't find the right shade. I couldn't get that canary yellow kind of feel online, at least. I couldn't find the right Vallejo stuff in a kit, so I just turned around and bought a bunch of these. Bought 4 shades of yellow and called it a day, because yellow is not a very popular wargaming color. As you know, everyone wants their army to be camouflagey and, stuff. But, oh god, yeah. They are all about use your Citadel paints. Like, their paint guides, even. Like, even their paint guides are so heavily focused on their paint. And they don't even tell you the best way to use their paint, like, to get the right water to paint mix. Because all paint needs a mix of water in it. That's acrylic. They don't even tell you that. Like, they're like, but they won't even tell you what the best mix is for their paint. It's really kind of sad. But, God, no. If you suggested having a different paint that didn't suck, I mean, it's not like, dollar, it's not like, you give it to your 7-year-old cousin bad paint, but it's pretty bad. Their paint isn't quite in the dumpster tier, but it's not. It is not what I would recommend. Especially, God forbid, if you're just starting out. We're gonna go ahead and take the autofocus off because it's not getting the job done on a Fire Warrior. So we're gonna go back to manual, assuming direct control. Shoot for the sprue floss, exactly. Like, if they at least offered shades that were, not what I could get with literally any other paint kit, it'd be one thing. But one, they don't even sell a kit. They're all individually packaged now. They're still using pots. And pots are about the worst thing you could ask for painting. Because you can't just dollop your pot into a palette. GW's like, no, you don't need a palette to paint. And I'm like, yes, you kind of do. I guarantee you their professional studio does use a palette. And they probably take their horrible paints out of those pots that they got and put them in dropper vials instead. Because that's what I would do if I was being paid to use their garbage paint. I mean, their glorious paint that is never too thick and never runny and always fresh when you open the pot. It totally seals half as well as a dime store acrylic. Spilled oil is a meme for a reason. Exactly. Exactly. And they should feel bad for that reason. But they don't. They have no shame. GW has no shame. Okay, we're gonna set him off to the side until he dries up enough. Whoever, again, black is a terrible primer for a lot of reasons. Personally, I'm still trying to figure out how. Hang on a second, I'll show you. I'll show y'all a paint. Where is their garbage paint? I mean, they're great paint. So, G-Dub. In fact, I think this is a great example. I think I've already found it. So, Vallejo. Everyone with a brain. Vallejo and like 3 other companies will use that. The dollar store paint, or as I like to call it, or, you know, the craft store paints, also come in a dropper where you can squeeze out drops of paint, and it reseals. This paint here is probably a good, like, 10 years old. This is probably older than that. It still works. This shit is, like, maybe 6 years old, tops. You can already see where it's dried out. Oh, yeah, and that's how you mix it. Yeah, there's no, you get drops out. And they're proud of that. They think that's a good paint container. I'm not saying that. They're extraordinarily lazy and cheap and refuse to change with the times, but they're extraordinarily lazy and cheap and refuse to change with the times. Especially with their paint. So we're going to bring out the white now because I am not getting adhesion at all. So this is, again, exactly why you don't fucking use black as a primer. Unless you want your model to look like hammered ass. So now we got to paint it white in order to paint it yellow. If I had any sense, I'd just take this outside right now and shoot my white spray paint all over it. But this is like, what, the second or third time this has happened to me now with black. Incidentally, this is the one downside of buying used minis. Etsy looks better every day. Yep, exactly. This is the one downside, is even if you get them where they're just nothing but primed, you can't necessarily control what the dude just primed it with. So then you gotta weigh, is your savings in assembly time and money worth the heartache of having to repaint the damn things just to get whatever color you want to actually stick. Now, these could have been primed with GW's black primer, for all I know, which would explain the complete lack of adhesion. I can tell I'm on the other side of it now. Yeah, Etsy really is. So's AliExpress. They got some really badass looking minis there for D&D characters and shit. God damn. Now my eyes are watering. That's how bad the, Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm gonna probably shoot these guys in white off camera at some point, whatever I don't paint today. As soon as we get one that's 3D printed, actually. Because, damn if I'm spending $35 again for a Battle Master that is so tiny that it's not even worth mentioning as a battle mech. I don't mind getting them for, like, you know, tabletop if they're, you know, more reasonably priced than that, but that was just stupid. Oh, God. I will need an allergy pill before this is over. Yeah, I can literally just spread the paint around with the fucking white now. That's indicative of how much I hate black primer. So much. Yeah, if anyone's got any pro tips for that, fooling around with black primer, let me know, because I am so over people using fucking black. Yeah, exactly. It's like $10. Oh god. My PSA though is don't use black primer, guys. It's not a fucking car, okay? It's plastic, and black apparently does not adhere, or it seals the pores entirely too well. It's unnatural. Oh, damn. This is terrible. Terrible allergies. It's like an allergy flare from hell now. But yeah, you'll see how dumb that looks. So yeah, I'm going to probably just shoot those other guys in white right quick. We might do what I did before and just start detailing the broadsides and stuff. So we might go start doing that here in about 5 seconds. I'm going to go take these fire warriors out. Shoot a real color on them. Because, yeah. That is some hammered dog shit, boys. So I'll be right back. Or at least let me rather put these in a box or something. Hang on. My nose has turned into a fucking faucet. Alright. So they're off to the side. They can't hurt anyone ever again in their black primerness. Get out the dustbuster. Did I link you that video? I don't know if I did. I need to link that to you if I haven't. Sezin probably knows exactly what video I'm referring to already. What's wrong with my white? There. That's too much, dumbass thing. At least we know I'm on the other side of it now. Okay, I'll have to inflict that on you. It's so hilarious. Like, it's the perfect combination of bad acting for the reenactment and it is like the perfect combination of fail. Hang on a minute. Okay, I just want the video link. Alright, there we go. And I'll put that in and you can watch that at your pleasure later. Sorry, just looking at the title is enough to make me laugh at it. Alright. You gotta laugh sometimes, guys. Now, see, without the autofocus, it works fine. That's weird. Yes, I am. And I just linked it to him because it's hilarious. I don't care what anyone says, that shit was funny as hell. Oh. It is hilarious, though. It is absolutely hilarious. It is funny though. It is absolutely funny. Um, the acting is just so bad that it wraps back into being, instead of horrifying, to just absolutely hilarious. And I do not feel any repentance at all for linking it. It is great. I think within, like, what was it, maybe 3 days of me linking that video, that's when the Chris Chan stuff broke. So it was like I already had a ready-made laugh and brain cleanse out of it, ready to go. Yeah, you guys kind of get an idea now where we're heading with this paint scheme a little bit. I know it's a simple one on the towel there, but that's what makes it fun. Sometimes simple is a lot of fun. We're gonna fix our fuck ups here. I think we're finally. I think my nostrils and shit are finally drying up enough that I can function, sort of like a normal human being. I'm actually able to, breathe now. I guess it only took, sneezing out my brains 50 times over. It has. It really has. I think the funniest, the strangest part about that is like that's more your wheelhouse usually, and the Christian thing broke in my area first. Like, what the hell? Like, and I get news about it. I was like, this can't be good. I literally have no one in my feed that deals with that at all that I knew of. And then all of a sudden, there it was. Shit, I fucked up. So the good news is about when you fuck up like that, it's an easy fix. This is part of the reason why we lay down the bold colors first, the big colors first. It was. It really was. Um, oh dear God, it's gonna take me a while. I think Senor Chase has gone down the rabbit hole a little bit on us here. I can't blame him. Again, it is funny and horrifying all at the same time. How often do you run across a video of a dude getting his junk stuck in a vacuum cleaner for realsies? Which then, of course, poses the other question of how many times does this happen without the dude getting his junk stuck in it? Sympathy suffering is mixing with horror and confusion. Yep, that's pretty much where I was too. Like, how? Why? They really can. But you gotta admit, you start asking yourself the big question of why? Why in that particular video? Why? And then it gets revealed later on, and it's like, why? Like, you're already down the why path, and now it's like, oh, no. And then the next words out of your mouth are fucking really. Um... That's not your... Seems okay to put it in danger. Oh, sweet mother. Oh, God. Just remember, guys, that came up on TLC. For those of you, unfortunately, watching that. Yeah, your initial reaction to that video is like, what? Why? How? And then it becomes, no. And then you find out why, and you're like, fucking really, dude. Really? Actually, I'm really digging this color scheme now. It looks really clean. You can't look away. Yeah, I know, right? Like you're stuck with it. So Slanesh. But yeah, it is. It is a train wreck, and you just can't stop, can you? I might have to introduce him to Big Ed later on, but That is considerably more tame than that one. Look who's here, guys. We have a friend. Hey, how are you today? Are you finally awake? Hey, kitty. Who's a good girl? Yep, we have a helper, guys. She'll be walking in front of the camera shortly. You're gonna find the blob. oh, 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 God. Uh. Isn't it nice to know after all the years and all the crap we have seen that there's still things that'll horrify us that made it onto TV no less. Remember, that was on TV. Never forget that. They put that on TV. Not even the scary movie parody went that far with the joke. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. That one's pretty bad. We are still minimum 30% human. Oh, that pesky 30, right? That pesky 30%. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad, but you can't yeah, part of you wants to not stop looking. Um yeah, that guy's kind of weird. Even for TLC show standards, that guy's kind of weird. And I honestly think it's TLC's fault nobody talks about Jerry Springer anymore because they find those people all the time. Um, don't ask me where or how, but they find them. That looks cool. I like it. Well, she was around here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that one. No, no, no. I've got one creepier than her. It's the girl from Smothered that is clearly way too into her mom to the point where I'm pretty sure she's going to be wearing her mom's face as a mask in her obsession. Like that one is the creepiest by far, I think. For anyone going, we don't have any context to this, and I'm gonna go, yeah, you don't want it. Trust me. You sweet summer childs, you're best off without it. You sweet summer children. You don't want the full context to that statement. That one's pretty creepy. 'Cause, 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 'cause Uh-oh. You haven't watched that one yet? I'll link it. I'll play it at work. I'll play it at work. I'll inflict that one on the gang at work. They deserve to see it too. You should wear it inside out. Watch it after the stream. Oh. So that they're getting sweet kisses forever. Yeah, she would probably do it too. She is wackadoo messed up. Like she is the definition of beyond all recognition. Uh. Remember, guys, he's going to get revenge on me for showing him that video. He needs the heavy flamer. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's so great. Sweet Nurgle, Nurgle, save me. Oh. I gotta add the white stripes to the other ones now. Now that I kind of know where I want them. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, it hurts. It hurts to laugh, but it is so worth it. It was so worth it. It was all so worth it, guys. Oh. Yeah, I'll link it after the stream. I'll show you both the other video after stream. That one is like. Now keep in mind, I saw that within like, and then within like 3 days, the Chris Chan news broke. So, you guys get it after the fact. I had it before, so. It was fresh in my mind in the opposite direction when I show you guys. Ranks and forbidden knowledge will be a thing. From this. Maybe I'll just post it in Discord. Our Discord's, pretty slanted towards MA 13 or better, MA 18 or whatever better. On its bad day. Yeah, I'll just post it in Discord and everybody can watch it there. It is absolutely horrifying. Y'all can enjoy that. I don't know. I might not add the white to these. I don't like the highlights being on there. It's yellow highlights and just leave the yellow highlights and just white out what needs to be whited. See, Bendarian over there is, Grandpa Nurgle all the way. Chase and I are all on the Zinx train. Forbidden knowledge is a thing. We apparently have a serious hankering for. I must know the thing, no matter how horrifying it may be. Oh God, have I seen some stuff. Go my whole life without knowing a good chunk of it, but here we are. If I have to know it, by God, so does everyone else. I don't like birds. Zinc's just where the horror comes from. Yeah, they all do. Corns is just the most boring, and it's not his fault. He just has terrible PR. Alas, he has a company who's refusing to broaden his shtick a little bit. Just quite unfortunate. Cord really could stand some better shit to do. I'm just saying. You know, the Chaos God of Steroid Rage. Congratulations. That's so cool. Congrats, you're Chris Benoit as a god. Well, there's my dark joke for the day. Yeah, it really can be. It really can be. Ooh, looks like I got some fuzz I gotta paint out yet. Okay, well we can do that now. On the other hand, the Chaos Gods are the only people important enough incompetent enough to spend 10,000 years trying to kill the same guy twice. Yeah, yeah. And failing, mind you. Never forget that, Deet. Look, we all know the Emperor has a hover round, and he just scoots around Walmart, and that's all he's been doing for 10,000 years. That's my personal uh, fan theory right there. He's that crazy dude in Walmart on the hover wheelchair. Runs across somebody who's missing some limbs or something in the parking lot, and he always goes, "Thank you for your service." That guy. That guy. He's that guy. Oh God, is my sinus is drying out now. Oh my God. Hey, they're finally drying out. That's a good sign, right? Yeah, if the Chaos Gods weren't so damn stupid, they'd have won a long time ago. All right, so these guys are done. Let's try to get something done on these. Holgrim, he can't even be the best failure because he and Cruz are photoing over the same spot, but Angron won't let them. Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds just about right, actually. I could totally see it. I could totally see it. We need to send that to hobbyist girl. My God, black is such a shit primer. Okay, that's not gonna look any better. We're gonna have to just shoot them all, the rest of them white. This is not happening. That is not happening, guys. Yeah, your primer dictates everything, and when you're a doofus that shoots everything with a gloss black primer, you get exactly what's happening here. We're gonna have to take so many layers to this to get it to do anything remotely what we want it to do. Also, brand-wise, I prefer like Valspar, uh, Duplicolor. Rust-Oleum's pretty good for priming too, um, but for sure those are my two go-tos. And you can fill it out with like just as long as it's white, you can get away with like store brand stuff like Bright Touch. Um, and Gron, I think, is by far the most worthless of the pre-marks, though. He couldn't even conquer one planet while being pretty much, God. Terrible Primarchs. Terrible. Yeah, those are just fugly, and I'm sick of looking at them. They shame me, they disgust me. We're gonna paint our Gundrome some more. God damn, that's terrible. So, what are you guys thinking of playing for next Sunday's game? Ain't y'all. I'm figuring we'll probably do our game start probably around 1 or so, 1:30 next weekend. We'll just do a quick little one shot, 1 to 2 shot game, and we like it. We'll either move on into Curse of Strahd and try to find us a pug, or I can kind of spitball a campaign together because I kind of got an idea for a villain and everything already. An over villain for a longer than a 2 shot game in mind. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, yeah. So we got a rogue. All right. I think we might try out for this 1 shotter slash 2 shotter as well. The Tasha's companion rules. Um, I'm gonna look here, see how those shake out. I know they're not as good as a normal player character, but that's less stuff for y'all to micromanage too. Plus, by definition, they're sidekicks. You won't have to try to roleplay them as intensively. So the noise was coming from that direction, so it wasn't this phone. Yep, it's the other phone, which means probably AliExpress. Oh, baby cat, are you helping? Okay. I think they work pretty good. That's good. So yeah, I figure we're gonna do something with those companion rules, and oh, that's really pretty, guys. All right, deep yellow done. So now we're moving up to our cadmium yellow medium hue. Couple drops of water. That paint around. Really like the yellows that I bought. These are pretty. Also, I could probably fill them now and not feel the least bit bad about it. They're turning out that well so far. Need more yellow. Too much water. You're going full Bloodborne? Oh. Oh, I look forward to hearing about that summary. Okay, so now we start the highlights. Okay. All right. It really is. It really is. It's a really powerful color. Wait till you see the extra shades that go on this. Because this is only stage 2, mind you. I think I do want it on the front of that chest plate here. Okay. These yellow bits, those extra highlights are on there now. So let's start working on this, guys. Yeah, this is actually a step up in yellow intensity of what we had. And you'll see why when we get to number 4. When we get to stage 4, it's going to make a big difference. I don't know how much of the second yellow you guys are seeing, but what I like about it too is it looks clean. It looks really clean. So we break out these guys. Yeah, so far so good. It's been going pretty good so far, honestly. I have a little bit better idea of how this paint works now. Yeah, this black is just useless. Absolutely useless. And hell, it still hasn't even adhered all the way on the backpack yet. Pretty sorry. I mean, I could theoretically fix this, but it would take so many layers. And the easier solution is to just not paint it black in the first place. Now, gray is a decent primer too, but I'm not a big fan of gray. It's also a little bit runny. It also makes your paint a little runny. These two. Also need to work a little bit on Shadow Sun, so we're going to break her out here now. I just dabbed in the white on accident. So let's start working on Commander Shadow Sun. You can see why I like white a lot more than I like dark for a primer. Whatever color that you need it to do, it just bleeds, shines out so easy. No muss, no fuss, nothing dumb. It just does what you need it to do right out of the box. Yeah, I do too. I really do. You know what? I am going to miss the kitten jokes. I am going to miss the not cannons. Painting Shadow Sun just made me think about that. That's gonna suck. Yeah, fuck, I messed up. It's fine, we can fix it. Sucks. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it fits that I'm fielding, if I field her, it's going to be in an army full of broadsides. At least. But her rule of cool alone just kind of makes me, be like, I'm good with this. I can field her. I mean, what's not to love there? It's dynamic. It lends itself well to a lot of color schemes. Like, I could have painted this any way I wanted to. Including Emo Hammer, if I was so inclined. Fortunately for y'all, I'm not, but... Yeah, I can live with her being pretty much one purpose. Right now, anyway. It's better than the poor Kroot who have no purpose right now. Which sucks, because I really like Kroot. I mean, you gonna eat that? It's pretty much their entire MO, right? Not useful as standalone. He's supporting a bunch of big suits to give her tougher shooting, let the shoot again. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it being a problem. And the upside is I'm fielding like what four broadsides out of the box. Um, and I will have a riptide at some point. Do you ever get around to fielding that one dude, the Forge World guy that came with the stuff I got you? I sold to you. How did he turn out? I expect he's probably a little overpriced. You know, G Dubs. Okay, let's move her off to the side for now. Start on her drones a little bit here. Yeah, yeah. Well, she used to have like a stealth field, and then she could like jump in, do the jump shoot juke thing. She had like two big fusion blasters. Um, it used to be kind of her thing. Ah, damn. Wonder what happened to all of his parts then. Shit. Wonder if they're still around here somewhere. If I find them, I'll send them up to you. Of course, they might not have sent me everything I needed in the first place. That's such a nice, strong yellow. Quad Fusion Cold Star. Yeah. She's definitely also from that era where priority was not necessarily focused on making named characters as good as their normies or better. They pretty much started like back when the pretty much like the second, like the 5e Imperial Codex, and by then she was already out. And then, you know, she kind of suffered the way that most Xenos do, where G Dubs was like, oh, yeah, we don't need to update that. Just copy and paste. Who cares that everyone else has gained a ton of firepower since then? Okay, so we've got a little bit more detail work on them. Yeah. Let's get yellow number 3. Are you just being near? Are you just being a nearby cat today? Alright, so paint number 3. This stuff runs so much easier. So this is literally just primary yellow. The other stuff is cadmium. So this is more yellow, like you guys think of yellow. That'd be kind of neat. I could get behind that. Give you guys an idea of, I could just tilt the camera. There it goes. Give you guys an idea of the colors we're working with so far. Alright, so this is more, like I said, this is that primary yellow. So this is going to be a bit more edge work kind of thing. You can already see the difference. Yeah, rules for case would be really badass. Considering he is like the hero of like the only Tao novel that I know of. Yeah, it's starting to look really good. Ooh, that would be actually really perfect then. Considering at one point they were making sure to put Pure Tide students in once they started with Shadow Sun, and they made a point of Hmm. Yeah, exactly. And how many Fire Warriors can make Space Marines shit themselves one on one, right? That's another weapon that I'm really hoping gets some love. The burst cannon. She was a little power crept the last I saw of it. And their poor plasma. God, man, he's hell plasma. Poor guys. Poor Tau. Yeah, I could see that. Especially if cyclic ion blasters aren't standard issue yet. Hmm. Oh damn, we're up to our last yellow that we need, aren't we? So let's get the yellow out. Man, that's a beautiful, beautiful yellow. I love this cadmium yellow. Really just pops. Are you having a good time over there, kitty? Way more costly, yeah. To be fair, at least it used to be anyway, a far, far more evil weapon system. Get you guys one last view of our paint. And that is our new one. You can tell I have no desire to paint those other Fire Warriors right now. They're gonna need like a week to cure before I can layer more on there. All right. See, it's a really, really, really bright yellow. That fixed that one. Changed the stat line a little bit then, because CIBs used to be like strength 6 or with more shots. They used to just like flat out be better than the burst cannon in every way. But it used to be special issue back then. You know, the one per army roll bullshit. Like that doesn't quite fit how the Tau would do things, but okay. Those highlights on there. +1 strength and damage. Yeah. Yeah, so that would pretty much make them the replacements for the plasma. Here's your strength 6 plasma. Congrats, you're wounding a basic orc now on a 4 with it. Or 3, rather. Y'all won't be able to see that till any of that dries, I don't think. I don't think the camera's got enough juice to pick that up. Yeah. That Orc Codex, man, that looks really promising from what little we've seen of it so far. I really hope it's not a case of them have just shown us all the best that they can do, and that's it. That would kind of suck. Okay. He's pretty much there for now. Work on this guy here. Why? God, I hate Nightbot. Let no one say that a bot is a substitute for a human being when it comes to moderation. Yeah, the bot is really dumb. I really am not a fan of Nightbot. It's just the only game in town right now. The other bot used to be a lot better. I miss the other bot. The last products that work right aren't kept free for long anyway. It kind of is. It kind of is. Damn, look at that. Starting to turn into something, guys. Because of how bad my monitor is at yellow, I can't exactly tell what you guys see of that. But the yellow looks a lot better now. Let me turn that way so I can do this way. Oh, almost there. You can slightly see it. I'll change the lighting in here in a minute too. Because color temperature, your overheads matter a lot too. Okay, so let's change the color of that temp, the light temp. Light temperature check. There I'll go. That should make a difference. And then next week we'll start the blackouts. The blackout treatment. Now, the next party trick. That should be a little bit easier to see now. But yeah, we're gonna probably work on filling in the black on these guys next week, and then we'll knock that out, and then we'll start on, because these rocket areas, these pods are gonna have a lot of black in them. Probably gonna go with yellow for the missiles. I don't know yet. I haven't picked out the missile colors yet, but for the missile pods. We kind of got an idea now where our tower going to be heading as far as their looks goes. Shadow Sun got a little bit of extra work too. She looks a lot better now. And I'll once we finish off our broadsides and our gun drones, we'll also be working on our fire warriors. Then, at some point, we'll probably, once I finish off all my Tau minis, we'll work on my chapter master, which is probably, ironically enough, closer to more on the expensive end of my model sets than not because of how many minis it took to make her. But yeah, she's going to be red and white. Primarily red and white anyway. And we'll be working on these guys next week. Get the black in there. And it should even out the colors a little bit more. So There won't be quite as much white, and the black's really going to make all of the other shades in the yellow really stand out because your eyes are going to be drawn to more of the contrast then. So you'll be able to see more of the edge highlights and stuff like that a little bit easier because this is going to probably be black, the gun barrels themselves, on all of the rail guns. The feet, I'm leaning probably on doing black with the feet and a little bit of white at the very bottom of the feet. On their toes. Their toes are probably going to be white. In the middle, their shin areas are going to be, the shins and calves will be black out and grays, black with some gray. And that's probably what we're going to be shooting for next weekend. But I'm starting to get a little bit more congested, so I'm going to, before I start having another epic sneezing fit, we're just going to go ahead and call it here for the day. I will see you all next week, barring any catastrophes, hopefully next Saturday, about the same time that I started today, about 1 o'clock Eastern. So I will see you all next weekend.